Hello, Object Show friendos. Hope you're all doing well. Take care of yourselves. Feeling awesome. All as awesome as you can possibly feel. And if you're not feeling too awesome right now, I hope you feel more awesome soon. Mikey back with another episode of Object Show Roundup. And today's going to be a bit of a bumper one because, geez, there's just a whole bunch of stuff happening. There's so many things. That's totally fine. I am here. I am ready. I am prepared. I have my hot water bottle because I am flipping cold. This is meant to be spring. Weather is lying. Well, it's not lying. It's just cold. Weather's like, I don't care what season it is. You're going to just freeze to death in the basement. Anyway, I am ready. I'm prepared. Yes, my hair could probably do with a little bit of a cut. It's getting a little bit wild. But other than that, I'm ready and raring to go. So if you didn't notice, during the week, last week, my interview video with Pickpeld went up, and it was another super joyous and super fun interview. I had such a fun time. Thank you so much, Pickpeld, for joining me for a chat. It was amazing. So if you haven't checked that out yet, it's probably popped up somewhere. It'll pop up somewhere for you to check out. Or you could just head back to my videos thing and just find it there. Whichever way you do your YouTube, you all know how it works. You don't need me to tell you how to do any of this stuff. But yeah, it was really fun. And I really recommend checking it out because, yeah, it was fun. And I am in the early stages of setting up the next interview, which might run a little bit later in the month, next month. But we'll see. We'll just see how that one goes. We're just in the kind of preliminary stages of setting stuff up. So if all goes well, though, should be somebody else joining me next month. I'll try to keep it a monthly thing for as long as I can anyway. But because things have been so busy object show-wise, my planned first episode of what I was going to call, or what I am calling Object Show Spotlight, maybe a wee bit delayed. I was kind of hoping to get it out late this month or early April, but I'm not totally sure I can hit that target now. I might still, I don't know, but just a heads up that it might take a bit longer than I thought. I haven't finished doing all my notes on the first show I'm talking about yet. I'm getting there though, but I've still got a little bit to do. But there's some other things coming up that are going to need to have my attention, so I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get to them. And I haven't even worked on the intro sequence for Object Show Spotlight yet. And I still haven't done an intro sequence for the Object Show interviews videos. I really wanted to work on something for those, and I still haven't. And there's so many things I want to do, and I haven't done yet. I need to try and find more time to do this stuff, or find somebody who can help me do it. I'm just too stubborn and I like to do everything myself. That's my problem. But anyway, yes, Object Show Spotlight, maybe a wee bit delayed. It's definitely still going to be happening. Just might not hit by the end of March like I wanted it to. Alright, let's roll into some updates now, shall we? Yeah, we do have a few things to go through today. We've got a few new episodes of things, a few shows I've only just dived into. So there's kind of a lot on the plate today. So, better get stuck in. So the first update is, it's a thank you post from Agus for the 1,000 subscribers. Agus got the celebratory 1K subscriber honk from me last time, and yeah, just a thank you message. And there's also a link there to a drive containing all the poses and logos from the show. That's a nice thing to drop for everybody. I will pop that link in the description. Usually when someone posts something with a link, I'll pop it in the description too, just to spread it around a bit more for everybody. Episode 2 production has officially started. More updates will come soon. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next in Hype. But obviously, early days. Things are just starting. Episode 1 just came out, so no rush, obviously. Believe me, I've got plenty of other things to do. Okay, we have a whole bunch of updates from Delango, specifically around the D&GFE Kickstarter. So, we got this one first. Some of the stickers in the Kickstarter exclusive sticker collection, all drawn by crew members. So far, we reached 8,173 out of the $15,000 goal. 11 days left. Believe we can make that goal. Just need your help. I'm trying. I've been sharing this around. I've been trying to do my part. I also backed it. So, fingers crossed. I've opened slots for custom art. Physical and digital commissions on the Kickstarter. They're extremely limited, so if you would like art from me, you can find the option to commission me in add-ons. There we go, cool little extra thing to try and get a few more people's interest there. We also have a slot open for OC cameos, so if you want your OC in D&GFE, this is your only chance. That's also kind of cool. But yeah, here are the stickers. I love them very much. I'm a big fan of stickers, and since I have covered my new water bottle in OSC-specific stickers, these will be a nice little addition. I won't be able to fit them all on the water bottle, but a few of them will definitely end up on there. The rest will end up on there. So yeah, I love them. Very good stickers. But that wasn't all we got update-wise. We also got a bunch of new character designs that we hadn't seen before. So we've got a few here. So yeah, we start off with Edna, who is the owner of the pizza place, which we saw in episode 1. It's where Calvin works, who is Shifty/Disco's bestie. So yes, she's lovely. Designed by the Green Flame. I like the way that whoever designed the characters gets a shout out too if it wasn't a Delango special. And then we have Peter, who is Bristle's closest buddy. The website has all this information about other characters and stuff, but basically Bristle's runs a gang. So closest buddy is right-hand man. He's part of the gang and one of the most level-headed in the bunch. Designed by me, I guess. You guys haven't seen him coloured, so here you go. Very, very awesome. Very cool design. Again, I love these character designs very, very much. And then we've got, we had a little write-up about Denise. Another member of Bristle's gang. She's pretty tiny. She also has a gap tooth and gold teeth. Designed by Whooper Sensation. And just got her asset recently by Moonlight. So we had the kind of this art and then the assets there, which is delightful. Next up, we have Estelle, who is Denise's best friend. Also part of the gang, is the tallest member. I designed her if the big head on a stick thing wasn't obvious enough of a tell. I don't know what to say. Yep. Delango has a style. And then we got Rusty. I don't know how to... This description's like, it's Rusty, ew. I love Rusty. I'm very excited for you guys to see him in the show. And Perabot designed him. Yay! Rusty looks like such a flippin' menace. Those fang teeth always give a character away, don't they? Yeah. Rusty's going to be one of those characters. And then we're wrapping up with Betty. I'll give you guys one episode 3 character too, because I really like her design. Betty, one of my favourites I've designed so far. She is the receptionist for Guildstar. Yay! Yeah, I actually, you know what? I do really like that design as well. Love all these character designs. It's always cool to just get these little behind-the-scenes things. Big fan of this kind of thing. But yeah, as the Kickstarter ticks along, wishing Delango and the crew all the best with ticking off the rest of that amount. Really, 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 really am hopeful. Okay, full disclosure, this was a late addition to the video. This was not in the video originally, and it's because something happened after I'd recorded the video, after I'd edited it, and it was already up on YouTube. The video was all done. I've recorded this after all of that stuff was done, but then something... I'll explain it more when we get there, but something popped up, and I was like, well... Now I feel like I should just include this in the video. And you know how I do birthday shout-outs for people. I've done that for the few of the people we talk about. But with this one, it's not somebody who's on my regular list of OSC people yet. But I still think she does deserve a birthday shout-out anyway, even if it is belated, because her birthday was yesterday. But it's Forkiplier's birthday, so happy birthday, Forkiplier. I hope you had an awesome day, and I hope you have an awesome year. Hang on, I have to get the honk. There you go. You got your first birthday shout out on OSR, Fork. and Fork is amazing. Fork's one of the nicest peeps out there in the OSC for sure. It's been an honor to get to know her over the last little while, and. Of course, Ruby did some birthday art for Fork. Because Ruby just... As soon as I mention it's somebody's birthday or anything like that, or if there's a certain... an event or something coming up, like a day or something, Ruby will do some art for it, because Ruby just loves drawing stuff. But the thing that actually happened was I received something from Snailvine. So if you remember the last Object Show Roundup video, I mentioned that Snailvine was doing charity sketches for a local health facility, so like charity fundraising. So obviously, as soon as I had mentioned that, I hopped straight over to Snailvine and says, "Hey, so I'm commissioned, yeah, 100%." And I was like, "Why don't we do forkiplier a birthday sketch?" So boom, that's it. I got this after I'd done all my video stuff. I was like, well, now I should probably include this, right? So I am. So yes, happiest of birthdays, Fork. I wish you nothing but the very best. And I will say that Fork is working on a show at the moment, so expect at some point Fork to become a regular discussion point around here. But for now, just a happy birthday. For now. Alright, Funkchen-Sparky dropped a teaser clip of episode 3 the other day, and I am still maintaining my good boy status, and I'm not checking out teaser clips, even though Moon tried to twist my arm on it a little bit during the interview recently. Like, no, I'm still resisting the urge. I just want to go in and not know anything. But if you want to check out the teaser and have a little bit of a peek at what's coming up in episode 3, it's out. They also did post before this to say that animation was about halfway done. So we're not too far away from getting Problems and Solutions episode 3. Very exciting times. I tell you what, this next couple of months, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out. Gonna be busy times. And we're starting with this, actually, because Orc 3 is out. Already out, yes, it's out. It is, at the time of me recording this, it will be out in about 1.5 hours. But obviously by the time this video goes up, it'll have been out for the whole day. So, you probably maybe have already seen it if you're already an Orc fan. But if you haven't checked out Orc, well, here's a good chance to get stuck in, because a brand new episode came out, which means now you can watch episode 1, 2, and 3. Really worth checking out, though. They're really, really well put together. Love IFAF's work. It's really, really fun. And I'm really looking forward to wrapping this video up and going upstairs to watch it, actually. So I'll be getting right into it after this. And obviously, I will be including it in the next episode of OSR, obviously, because, yeah, why wouldn't I do that when we've talked about this show already? Yes, I'm going to have to debate whether we get a midweek episode of OSR, because I don't want to sit on this for a whole week, do I? But at the same time, it depends if anything else comes out, I suppose. We shall see, but I will definitely be talking about Orc 3 at some point. We also got a post-BFDIE update from Jack and Jellyby. Congratulations to the winner of our 6th season, Fern. Your votes decided which ending was chosen as the official ending. But what about those other endings? We'll be sharing them later today. Stay tuned. So that is what the votes were for. In the finale, the announcer's like, I forgot what I was going to use these for. No. They were... No. They were being used to pick the winner, and they just pre-built 3 different endings. Okay, now that makes sense. I did wonder how they were going to do it, with it being a weekly release thing, and obviously a pre-made show for the most part. So very cool. And yes, they did indeed upload the alternate endings video, which shows what would have happened if Sticker had won, and what would have happened if Sidewalky had won, and it wasn't Fern who won. But yeah, it's a fun little video, worth checking out if you haven't already popped over to check it out. I won't give away what happens in the alternate endings, but yeah, they're pretty fun. Personally, I still think we got the quote-unquote best ending with Fern winning. So yeah, good stuff. I really enjoyed that. It was a really, really good series, and it's really cool to have the alternate endings there too. Fun. We're going to get back to the big stuff now, though, haven't we? BFDIE and Teapot. Yeah, I suppose we've had our fun. Time to get back to the serious stuff. And we got a couple of updates from Jaysymmetrical as well. Jay does post pretty often over there on her channel, but I'm kind of selective in which posts I pull out and talk about, just because they're not always specifically big show-related updates. So it's like I just try and pick and choose, and hopefully I pick and choose the ones I should be picking and choosing, even though it's kind of up to me. But at the same time, you know. So we did get this first. some cool new assets. The show's progressing. I'm getting work done, and I'll record a new Jay and Simon today. Oh yeah, Jay and Fred Simon record. They recorded another little video, and I think they're really fun. So there's another one of those getting done. Looks like everything is turning up roses for good old Jay. I added the outlines on the inside and outside to further highlight the characters. This is also the first time you and I have seen Mateo's design. So much of the show's changed, but I couldn't be happier, which is great. I love that. It's a nice, positive update. So we've got... This is Spinach, who introduces himself professionally as Spinach. Hi, how are you? But is also known as Jerry or Jeremiah. That's the asset for them. And we've got Gigi, who was a bass guitar, but is now a ukulele. A little bit of character development being going on with that one. Then we've got Cam, who is a newspaper. And we have Mateo, who is a bottle of barbecue sauce. So, very cool. There's something that really stands out about the style of these characters. And obviously, this is just the asset side of things, so you can't see them personality-wise. But I really do like it. You could see the improvements as these updates come along, and it's really heartening to see. And it's like I enjoy following this kind of progress. It's the kind of thing that I really am interested in seeing. So thanks for sharing, Jay. That wasn't the only thing that Jay posted, though. Literally about an hour before I sat down to do this recording, we got this one too. Finally, a real major teaser image. And I guess I'll share that too. Boom. There they all are. So yes, this is what the show will look like. It's a semi-big stylistic departure from the pilot, but after the pilot I learned something very important. Clean looks nice. And I simply did not understand that before. Also, the whole show just looks more unified if the whole cast looked the same. Goodbye coloured limbs, goodbye coloured faces, goodbye outlines on limbs, goodbye square brush, hello oval brush, hello white, the ultimate highlight, faces, hello indoor outlines, hello black limbs, hello unity, hello cohesion, hello a million views. Hello doesn't sound like a word anymore. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? You say the same word over and over again for a while, and your brain says, doesn't sound right, does it, anymore? And then we have a little bit of a chat about Amazing Digital Circus. Yes. Episode 8 was really good. I do agree, Jay. It was very, very good. Oh yeah, I also removed a contestant, but don't worry, he'll still be part of the series. He just won't be competing. Crazy that I'm 3 months in and still changing such essential parts of the show. Hey, you never know. Things might change again. You never know which route you want to take, you know? I know this first episode will be bad. Don't get down on yourself before it's even out. But it's turning out better than I expected so far. Well, that's the thing. You got to end on a little note of positivity, right? Because there's progression being made. You've kind of got stuff a little more laid out than you did before. I mean, it's going. It's going. So yes, this is now all of the competing contestants. And we saw a couple of them in the assets pictures before. But let's just quickly go through them all here because some of them weren't mentioned in that updated assets post. We've got Gigi on the left. We've got Garrett, the sheriff's badge, next to her. Then we've got Cam, the Chronicle newspaper. Shako, the Shako military hat. Spinach, or Jerry, or Jeremiah, and Mateo. So there we go. That's it. That's all of the competitors in the show. And it does look really, really... I like it. I do like it. It's a fun style. It's just nice to see something different, you know? And that's just like... It's exciting to me. I'm really looking forward to seeing the full first episode of Race for Austin, Texas. Keep up the awesome work, Jay and Simon. Alright, it's time to get into our first brand new episode of the day that we're going to be talking about. And it is Lakeside Party, Episode 1, Welcome Home, by LuckPel18. So, this, it was one of those ones where YouTube recommended it to me on my homepage, and then I saw multiple people sharing the video in posts on their YouTube community pages, and I was like, alright, there's something going on here. This has got a fair few people's attention. I need to check this out. So we did. Whenever I say we, by the way, I am talking about me and my kiddo Ruby. who is the one who got me into object shows to begin with. We always watch object show stuff together. So I might have said it before, like, oh, we watched it, or me and the kiddo watched it. Just to clarify why we watch this stuff together, because it is all thanks to them that I'm so deep in the OSC mire right now, in the best possible way. So yes, we are going to talk about the first episode, but of course, as ever and as always, spoilers for the episode are incoming. We will be talking about the challenge, who wins, who's up for elimination, all that kind of stuff. So if you have not watched this show yourself yet, but do want to, without me spoiling it for you, then you can hop on over to the next chapter of the video, because I split the videos into chapters specifically so people can easily navigate to sections if they want to skip a section that they don't want to get spoiled on, or if they just want to hear me talking about one specific thing. That's why there's chapters in the videos. It's just like, I'm sorry I'm going into it so deeply for some reason today. It's because somebody on Blue Sky was like, wait, I didn't know you did chapters and stuff and spoiled sections. Like, oh yeah, I do. I'm very like cautious about trying not to ruin things for people as best I can, and I will continue to do that. So this little spoiler warning will always happen before an episode discussion. There's something else for you to know if you didn't already, I suppose. I guess if you're new here, it's helpful. But anyway, let's get into this. So we start off with a bunch of characters who all happen to wander to a lovely little lakeside at the same time. We have Poster and her buddy Sushi, who show up first. And Poster spots someone else coming in the distance. Trowel and Firework. So I'm not so sure about the next character's name. It's like a kind of a crosswalk sign, crosswalk signal, you know, crossing guard signal. The name might be kicking around somewhere, but I completely missed it, so I'm so sorry. But anyway, they pop out of a bush next to where Poster is, and then they plop themselves down next to the lake where Lilypad is floating idly by. It's a very serene intro, and it's a really nice little, like, it's a lovely quick way of getting all the characters together at once. They all just kind of pop up, right? They all just boop at the same time. Just coincidentally, all just happen to be in the same place. So I'm gonna call the crossing guard. I'm just gonna call them crosswalk sign for now. But please, anybody who knows the real name, missed like an idiot, correct me, please. Anyway, they ask Lilypad for help getting home to the city, but Lilypad says they can't help because they've lived here all their life. Makes sense. Lilypads and lakes kind of go hand in hand. Back to Firework and Trowel now, and Trowel is explaining that they like to come here to take their mind off things. Although that might be harder to do today because it's a lot busier than usual. And we're still not done yet because Spaghetti drops in. Phew, well, what now?
Well, I just hope that we can have some fun. Did someone say fun? Hello, everyone. I'm a fish.
Hi. Whoa.
You okay?
Yeah.
Great. Hey, everyone. You guys want to play a game? Do a little show? I can be the host. I find myself to be quite good at hosting.
Sure, we'll play.
Are you sure?
Come on, it'll be fun.
Okay. Awesome. I'll take that as a yes from everyone. Now, the 8 of you can get to making 2 teams of 4.
What's the prize?
How about that house over there?
Yeah, that works. Where did you come from?
Okay, you guys can get to making your teams. In the meantime, I'll be setting up my land vessel.
I mean, yeah, why not? There's always time for a competition, right? And a lakeside property is the prize? I mean, the way house prices are right now in this climate, who wouldn't want something like that for free? And, the last player who snuck into the frame there is Butter. The Trowel and Firework team up together, as do Poster and Sushi. I mean, yep, makes sense for the 2 sets of besties to work as a team. But how does everyone else pick who to be with?
Those two pairs are getting awfully close to forming a single team. If I don't want to be left with those uncivilized brutes, I have to do something. Hey, you guys want to team up?
That fine with you?
Yeah, phew.
I'm joining this team.
Okay.
I will also be joining.
But this team already has 4 members. Ah! I guess this is our team. Oh, great.
Hi, I'm Spaghetti.
Oh, tough luck, buddy. But hey, you might not be on the most competent team, but you're on the most fun team. Potentially. Time for team names now. And Poster makes the mistake of saying, "What's our team name?" to Fish. So that's what they get. Hi, Team What? While, as for the others...
We're gonna be called...
We are team. Yeah.
What? No, that's the other team's name.
Yeah, I had to include that clip for the what joke at the end. Feel like we have a lot of potential to have more of those as the show goes on. So, what do we know about everyone so far, huh? Well, Butter seems a bit full of herself, not really wanting to hang out with the team she ended up on. Poster, Sushi, and Spaghetti are they've all got the goofiness factor going on. That's how it feels from them so far. Spaghetti definitely feels like they're going to be the goofiest, though, for sure. Trowel and Fireworks seem like more kind of down-to-earth and rational characters, kind of. Crosswalk Sign is assertive, maybe a little bit pushy, you know, after booting Butter out of the team and also interrupting Trowel to make the team name. And as for Lilypad, definitely seems like a bit of a no thoughts, head empty kind of character. Not that there's anything wrong with those. I love those kind of characters. Lilypad's actually one of my favourites so far. But that's just my initial thoughts, though. There is plenty of time to find out more about everyone, especially as we check into how they tackle the first challenge. Oh yeah, what is the first challenge?
Okay, everyone, your first challenge is to build the tallest tower. You can use whatever you find in the forest. Doesn't matter, as long as you keep things within the boundaries. Okay, go.
A building challenge. Alright. This will be a good test of everyone's skills. Also, adore the super quick, super punchy intro. It's like stripped back stuff, but it still really hits, and it, in my opinion, fits the style of the show overall. It's kind of like just bam, bam, bam. Just move it on, move along, get the story going. I love it. So, Poster steps out of my goofy character theory right away by delegating work for everyone else to do. Way more organized than I expected her to be, and a little bit bossy, but just trying to get started, you know? Initially, she instructs Butter and Sushi to go hunting for materials, while she stays behind to protect the tower, and is about to task Spaghetti with sabotaging the other team, but Spaghetti is nowhere to be seen. Change of plan then. Sushi, you go sabotage the other team. But do Team Yeah actually have anything to sabotage?
Is this good enough?
Looks fine to me. Add it to the pile.
There is no pile.
Then make one. Oh, hey, Lilypad, what are you up to? I planted a tree.
What?
Hey, I'm here to sabotage you. Oh, wow, you guys don't have anything. We have a tree.
I promise we're working on something for you to sabotage. I mean, try to sabotage.
Intruder.
Geez, alright, I'll go away.
No. The answer is no, they don't. Bless Lilypad for trying, though. Go tree. And Crosswalk Sign sure does enjoy kicking people, huh? Sushi wanders back over to Poster, who says that Butter hasn't come back with anything yet, and she still has no idea where Spaghetti is. Not the best teamwork going on around here. On both teams, to be honest. What's taking Butter so long anyway?
Those buffoons were getting on my nerves. That poster advertisement thing. Who does she think she is? Telling me what to do? You're better than this, Butter. You know not to be pushed around. But I guess in a game like this, it's best to act in the best interest of the team. Butter, you're back. Yep, I got some sticks along the way. It's not much, but I figure it should be enough to build a stable skeletal frame structure that...
I have returned.
Well, how?
Geez, Spaghetti, please don't ditch us like that again.
But also, where on earth did you get all of that from?
Oh, nowhere.
Well, at least she came around, even if Spaghetti did end up getting more materials. And even though the material came from the prize, I feel like the second challenge is going to be to rebuild the house. So Poster gets to work building the tower with these brilliantly newfound materials, while Team Yeah still only have their tree. Fish announces there's only 1 minute left, so Trowel stands in their boundary to be the team's tower. Would that count? Can a contestant be the tower? Guess we'll have to let Fish decide the answer to that one. Crosswalks Iron then admits defeat and claims that they're a failure. Oh, come on, buddy. I'm sure you could have something.
Maybe you just haven't found your real purpose yet. What do you like doing?
I like telling people when they can walk or not.
Well, why don't you go tell Team What over there that they can't walk all over us?
Yeah. You're our only hope. I've seen how strong you can kick things.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
Guys, a little problem over here.
What do you want me to do? Go deal with it yourself.
I got this. You'll never take me alive.
And... time! Let's see how your towers stacked up. Team Yeah, you're up first.
What, it's just trowel?
And the tree.
Trowel's really tall.
Okay. Just saying though, you guys are almost definitely losing. Never mind. Team What, you guys have nothing. Hey, no fair. That little cheater knocked it over last minute. To be fair, we also tried doing that. Still not sportsmanlike.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm alive. You have been born again from the lake.
Cool. Hey team, what's up?
What's up? For elimination.
Ah, yes. Good at kicking people, good at killing people, and good at destroying things. Well, you know what? A talent's a talent. And that is the end of the challenge, and the end of the episode, with Team What up for elimination. And this is a vote to save. So I voted for everyone except Butter. It wasn't easy though. I mean, everyone has their merits, and I do enjoy all of their personalities, but Butter just kind of sank to the bottom for me. I kind of want to keep all the goofballs in. This was so delightful though. Another one of those like breezy shows that you can just sit, enjoy, have a giggle at. I love it. The style is really nice too. It's very pleasant to look at. And honestly, amazing that Luck Pearl 18 did all of this like on their own. And in a couple of weeks in Blender as well, if you check the video description, which is just like even more wow, right? This, like, it's a fantastic solo project, and I am really looking forward to enjoying more of it. It's very good. We did actually get this little update from Luck Pearl 18 as well. Number 8 on the hype leaderboard. Truly unreal. Voting is basically over, and episode 2 script writing has begun. So Luck Pearl 18 is not taking foot off brakes on this one. It's going to be like, just getting straight on with it. Awesome stuff. Just awesome. Okay, we're diving straight into another, not new show. Not new, but again, it's another one of those new to me and kiddo, as in we just hadn't watched it before. And yeah, thank PickPill for this one. One of the shows that was mentioned during the interview. It's Battle For A Hotdog by nicoguyy. So, yep, we watched it. We watched episode 1. There is only episode 1 so far. So, yep, we sat down, we watched that. Episode 1 is called Invasion of Privacy. Yep. Great episode name. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. It's spoilers if you haven't watched Battle For A Hotdog. And now maybe you didn't want to, but now you do because you're curious because I've mentioned it. Or maybe it's just been on your list for a while and you just didn't get to it yet. Either way, if you don't want to know what happens in this first episode, the usual stuff, like who wins the challenge, who loses the challenge, who's up for elimination, all that kind of stuff, then time to skip along to the next chapter, my friend. And maybe, possibly, potentially pop back after you've watched the episode, maybe, so you can listen to my ramblings about it. Totally up to you if you want to do that, though. So yes, this show starts with us zooming in on the planet the show takes place on, and then panning across the landscape, showing all the characters in the process. Well, not all of them, but a bunch of them. I'm sure we'll get to meet all of them soon enough, though. Oh, and here we go. We meet Masky in camera first, with Masky showing off the Rock of Wonder that he found, which can apparently grant wishes. Psh, doesn't have a patch on the oil light, I'm sure. After Masky asks the rock for a diamond, nothing happens. Huh. Oh well, let's say hi to Chowright, shall we?
I'm not even gonna ask what it is you're holding.
Masky is obsessing over this Rock of Wonder thing.
What? This is the first time I've seen a normal rock turn sentient.
Oh, let's say bye to Chowright. It was the fleeting meeting. Looks like this rock has some anger issues. Who's gonna save everyone else?
I guess I have to save the day.
Snatch.
Free you! Thanks for helping us, Blender! Okay.
Blender sure acts aloof, but she still made sure those two didn't die. So, she can't pretend she doesn't care. Masky and Camera then take a stroll to recover Chowright, and we get to meet everyone else. So, let's see who we're going to be hanging out with in this show.
Hey guys, wanna go recover Chowright with us?
We're kinda busy right now.
Why so sad, door guy?
Wait, if door can't speak, but can try using the door handle, then that must mean we can find a way to translate all that movement into speech we can understand using our oppressive technology of today. Like text-to-speech, or door handle to speech.
You don't even know how electronics work!
Magnify! Camera is an electronic! We can disassemble him and see how he works.
That's murder.
Murder for the name of technology, my friend.
Still counts as murder, you heartless beasts!
You're disturbing my nap with solid conflict, my glass. Can you calm down for just a moment?
We'll stop if she stops.
Screw this, I'm out of here. Jeffrey, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Jeffrey loves life.
Yeah, I know that, but we have to... Oh my god.
You said we'd be hanging out later!
Sorry, Chocolate Cube. I'm just really busy with something right now.
Jeffrey says green screen is lying.
I'm not.
You guys never cared for my feelings! At least you'll care about my feelings, right, Blink Book and Banana Thigh?
Yes, we can even play hopscotch later.
I'm not sure if I would like to play hopscotch.
Did I hear hopscotch? More like clean scotch. Because of how clean and nice I am, right?
We can even play hopscotch later.
Didn't you already?
Hopscotch!
Yep, okay.
Nobody appreciates my cleanliness. I'm so clean, I'm literally burning everyone's eyes. I need to prove everyone wrong.
Hey there, guys. I have a hot dog.
There are so many fun characters and character designs in here. I love how Camera has 4 arms and how Door communicates with his handle. I love that. Unique or like less seen things like that always catch my eye, and I always love them. We then have the intro sequence, which introduces all the characters by name for us and their pronouns. See, I always appreciate details like this. So, we have Banana Slice, seemingly the nervous type. Door, who just wants to be understood. Freddy, who seems fine with murder in the pursuit of knowledge, which definitely is going to make his character an interesting one. Choco Cube, the standard tiny gremlin character, complete with Fang. I love characters with fangs. Domino, who seems pretty chill. Jeffrey, who also seems pretty chill, if not a little odd. Magnifying Glass, who seems rational but has a short fuse. Camera, who seems to just go with the flow of whatever's happening. Plate, definitely a tad on the egotistical side, seemingly. Blank Book, who, you know what, I don't know what to say about him. Yet. Chowright, who seemed a bit condescending before being annihilated by the Rock of Wonder earlier. Someone who looks down on other people, perhaps. Blender, who will go out of her way to help people, but don't expect her to be happy about it. Masky, who the adventurous type, who will without a doubt barrel headfirst into danger without thinking twice about it. And Green Screen, who seemingly just wants to stay out of trouble when it looks like something's about to go down. Smart move. Alright, back to it now, and Blender has an important question to ask.
Who even, are you?
So, in order to win this hot dog, you must win a series of challenges.
Are you gonna answer my question?
Blender, can't you see? The pizza guy's an alien from the outer world. Sent us to kidnap for the spaceship lying around somewhere.
I mean, I am an alien, but the rest is way off. I'm here to host a competition show for this yummy-licious hot dog.
Give me the hot dog, 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 give me the...
Domino is disqualified from the first challenge for being...
But Pizza Guy, that would make us on even teams. We do need to play fair, after all.
Isn't there 14 of you? You guys were uneven from the start.
What if we don't have teams? Everyone fights for their own.
No. Even if you guys were to have uneven teams, it would make it all the more fun.
I guess.
You're disqualified.
Oh, come on, please. What if I said pizza with cherry on top, covered in banana sauce?
Whatever team that loses the first ever challenge gets Domino as a dead weight and is up for elimination.
What do you mean by that way? You're just giving the losing team an extra contestant.
Hi, Masky.
Hi.
Hi. Anyways, go form some teams.
Yeah, judging by those first couple of interactions, I'd say it's probably not wise to get on the wrong side of this slice. So, we're making teams now. Because, of course, standard. And whoever loses the first challenge ends up with Domino on their team. Doesn't seem like much of a punishment, but wait, no, I literally just said not to get on the wrong side of the slice. So it's an awesome punishment for sure. Good choice, Pizza Slice. Yeah, you totally know what you're doing. Best host ever. Masky and Camera stick together. Best buds, those two. And then convince Chowright to also join by complimenting her on her knowledge. So you know how to get on her good side. While Jeffrey and Green Screen get started building their own team and recruit Blender, Banana Slice, Chocolate Cube, and Blank Book. Meanwhile, someone else doesn't seem to be bothered about looking for teammates at all.
MG!
It's magnifying glass, dummy.
Magnifying glass, join our team!
If you join our team, there's a 9.98% chance of you winning.
Isn't your name supposed to be Chowright and not Chowright?
It's a nickname, okay?
Recovered once more. Time to...
Are you just gonna let yourself die over and over again?
What?
You can join our team.
I am the chosen one!
What? Banana Slice, why?
I felt bad, okay? Besides, nobody was gonna pick him anyways. He was basically free meat.
I get that, but he's gonna make us lose every time.
Jeffrey says you look at his boombox.
Okay, better make a mental note to never call magnifying glass MG for short, I suppose. Dang, I like making this easy for myself by shortening names. Alright, full name it is. And I'm glad Plate found a team. Look how happy he is to be included. I think you should give him a chance to prove himself, green screen. He may end up being more of an asset than you think. And then we cut to a really, 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 really long time later. Maybe. Okay. We have our final lineups. So it looks like Masky, Camera, and Chowright convince Magnifying Glass to join them along with Bredy and Door. So, they have 6 team members and the others have 7. For now, one of them's going to get Domino later. So, will the teams even out, or will one of them have a 2-member advantage? Or maybe it ends up being a 2-member disadvantage if Domino's as bad as Pizza Slice made him out to be. Got to keep rolling with the object show format now and pick some team names. There's only 2 teams, so this shouldn't take too long.
But what should our team name be?
Well, I'm a camera, you're a mask, and the rest are food. So it's obvious our team name is...
The Food Vloggers!
What?
I guess we can just be called...
Called what?
Blank.
You know, I do love it when team names do a really good job of reflecting their members. This isn't one of those times, but I do love when it happens. Although I suppose Blank kind of works since they have Blank Book on their team. Yeah, I suppose. Pizza Slice then thinks really hard to come up with the first challenge.
Snatch.
So he's just gonna keep dying?
Your challenge is to find the 7 play pieces. The team who finds the most pieces and brings them back to me is safe, and the others will be in deep trouble.
Bendo, this doesn't seem too original.
Oh my god, you guys just keep complaining and complaining! Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, that's one way to balance out the teams for the challenge, I suppose. Interesting how Green Screen was upset about it when they were literally complaining about Plate being on their team not too long ago. Maybe not having Plate will be a good thing for them. I still believe in Plate, though. I believe in you, Plate. Even if you do die all the time. Bredy takes charge for his team, considering he finds his teammates to be dumb, stupid, and brain-dead. Might not be the best idea to upset everyone this early in the game, Bredy. But I honestly don't think he can help himself. He determines that the pieces of Plate went north. So him and the rest of the food vloggers get walking. It's then revealed that someone was sneakily recording Bredy's plan. Oh, Blender, you devious device. She shares the recording with the rest of Blank and they just, follow the other team. Well, now everyone just has to hope that Bredy was actually right. And you know, in a nearby forest, you know what? Chowright finds a shard of Plate. So, wow, okay. I guess Bredy was right. Colour me kind of surprised by that one. Meanwhile, Jeffrey is hunting around in the bushes. But something else is also doing the same thing.
Jeffrey, our piece just got stolen.
Well, hello there, bug friend. Or maybe not friend. And then it's montage time, featuring Chowright investigating more bugs, Blank Book hatching a plan to get digging for shards, which doesn't quite pan out, Masky and Brady making some new buzzy buddies, and plenty of other shenanigans before we get this first challenge wrapped up. Both teams have 4 pieces each, but Masky spies another one and heads for it.
Oh, there's one.
Hi, friend.
Guys, get them!
Jeffrey, get off of me!
I got it! I got it!
Bingo!
La 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 la. Looks like the food loggers are safe from extermination.
Yeah! I mean, we tried. That counts, right?
Silly Blank Book. No, it doesn't.
Wow, things got pretty violent pretty quickly there, huh? Also, I have to point this out now while it's still in my head. I love all the Sonic the Hedgehog sound effects that are used in this. Every time one appears, I'm like, ooh, I recognize that. But anyway, putting aside my Sonic geekery, Peter Slice said a naughty word. Ooh, timeout corner for you, fella. I mean, no, you know what? You can do what you want. Actually, totally should let Peter Slice do whatever they want after saying that Blank are up for extermination? Yeah. I have a feeling that eliminations are going to be rough in this show. Better prepare for that. So yeah, Blank are up for extermination. I mean elimination. Maybe both. And they also get Domino added to their team. And now that the challenge is over, he can be recovered.
Oh, hi, Masky. Was I out for like the entire episode?
Yep. A lot of it.
Aww.
Sorry, Domino. Maybe you can have more screen time in the next episode, which I am really looking forward to. This was great fun. Nothing too taxing. Just, straight up silly object show contest fun. I mean, maybe Pizza Slice is hiding more than they're letting on. How many times have we seen a host be way more than they seem to be? But for now, let's just enjoy silly, goofy, ha-ha show. Good stuff, everyone. Keep it up. We also got a couple of updates from nicoguyy over the last little week, including this one. Battle For A Hotdog 2 progress report. To those who aren't in the Discord server, that would be me. I try not to get myself into too many servers because I just can't keep up with them all. Hello everyone, Nico here. Just wanted to give a quick update on BFDI 2 to those on YouTube. I know the last upload was a bit strange. You don't even know who uploaded that. Not me, but that's not really important right now. I missed something there. Animation is finally halfway done. Almost every major part is complete, and now we're in the home stretch of the episode finally coming out. Future episodes won't take as long, though. We're still working on that. The episode's scheduled release is for late April. We're working really hard, and your patience means a lot to us. We hope BFDI 2 can be a really awesome episode for you guys once it comes out. Bye! That wasn't all, though. We did get another update. What's Domino saying? BFDI 2 in 5 weeks. Give or take. Gotcha. 5-ish weeks. Okay. Calendars tentatively marked. Thank you, Nico, for the updates. And thank you, and everybody who works on the show, for the show. It was really fun. That was a really fun first episode, and I am keen on seeing where it goes from here. Awesome. All right, no time to waste. We are going right into another show that I have not watched before. Sorry, that me and Ruby have not watched before, but we made the effort. And this one was actually mentioned to me quite a while ago during the interview with Minty. Actually, if you remember the Minty Town interview, Minty did mention Twilight Orchards by Paptrisha, and we watched it. And oh my gosh, it was such a delight. Oh, I have so many good things to say about this show. But anyway, yeah, if you want to avoid spoilers, then hop on over to the next chapter, and maybe pop back, though, if you do get around to watching Twilight Orchards, because, oh, please, come back and let me gush about this show to you. All right, let's get cracking. Episode 1 is called A Pansy for Your Pansies. And it starts with some grainy footage of an entranceway in a house, which cuts to a shot of some framed photographs on the wall. Huh. Who is that? Well, we don't have time to find out yet, because it's time for someone to wake up. Hey, Fern! Get out of bed! Brush those teeth! Feed Toad! Yes, that is his name. The Toadstool. Alright, good. I'll leave you alone to chat with your sis Aloha now.
Oh, morning.
Don't remind me.
Still tired?
No, I'm completely awake and I love my job. Anyway, I'm having a longer shift today, so make your own dinner tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so Fern's day is up and running, and so is Aloe's, unfortunately for her. Next up, time to see where Fern works.
Oh, hey. You are late again.
What are you on about? I come here around the same time.
And you're always late.
Yeah. So what am I doing today?
Register.
Again? Fine. But if I'm getting it a 5th time again this week, I'm quitting.
Get over it, ya big baby. If it makes you feel any better, Rose doesn't trust me with customers anymore.
So that's Cattail, and she's awesome. But, just don't play with a tail. Yikes. All in all, this seems like a nice, pleasant place to work, though. Not many calmer jobs than this, right?
Hey, and welcome. Oh.
Hey, loser! Still working at that lousy-ass flower shop?
Yeah?
I thought so. Only dweebs work at places like that.
Yeah! It means you're stupid!
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna ask if I could look at your finest pansies. Oh wait, I'm already looking at them.
The local bullies, I assume. This would be USB, air freshener, water bottle, and hard candy. And wow, I haven't heard the word pansy being used as an insult in such a long time. And you know what though? Pansies are actually very pretty. So personally, I'd take it as a compliment. Fern asks Water Bottle if he actually wants to buy anything, and he asks for some flowers that look like his girlfriend. That's hard candy, by the way. And Fern gets his own zinger in, saying that they're not allowed to sell dead flowers to customers. Ooh. Hard candy is, less than amused.
Oh, wow! You think you're funny, you dumbass?
A little.
Shut up! Wipe that stupid-ass smile off your face before I beat it off!
Easy, babe. Let's...
Okay, Fern's sassy side is the best. I love that quirky confidence of his. Also, as much as Water Bottle clearly likes to bug Fern, he's clearly not into anyone being violent to him, judged by him trying to calm Hard Candy down there. Interesting. I mean, it's good, because I don't want Fern to get beaten up, but interesting. Cattail then pops up to de-escalate the situation in a calm, professional manner.
Beat it, squatters. Buy some ink or die.
Scatter!
Alright, maybe not calm and professional, but it worked. So, what I'm getting from this gaggle of goofballs is that water bottle and hard candy are the ones who call the shots. USB's just, I don't know, there. As backup, I guess. And air freshener just doesn't want to be there, but is presumably close friends with one of the group and feels obligated to hang out with them. And maybe even keep an eye on them. Cattail then heads back into the shop, and Fern says that one of the things that bunch really likes to do is wait outside the shop until he finishes his shift and then draw on his face. Annoying, but it could be worse, I suppose. He just finds the whole thing amusing, especially when he gets under their skin. Not a healthy dynamic, but at least nobody's getting punched, I guess. Yet. As the two are chatting away, though, a customer arrives.
What is with those guys, anyway?
I don't know. I think it's because...
Pardon me. Is this establishment open?
Hi, Geode. And oh, wait, so the house from the beginning of the episode returns. Huh. Was that where Geode grew up? Clearly a traumatic event had occurred, judging by his face at the end. Assuming it is him. A younger him, that is. I do also kind of like the detail of there being a fern in his room. Anyway, we don't get to dive into that mystery yet, because that's where episode 1 ends. Lucky for us, we have 2 more episodes to get stuck straight into. So episode 2 is called What Incarnations? Love these titles. And we pick right back up where we left off in the last episode, with Geode mentioning seeing some people running away from the store. The bullies. Before asking for some pretty flowers. Might need to be a bit more specific than that, bud.
What type are you looking for?
Oh, let me think. It appears I've forgotten. Just give me a moment.
Should we call someone?
Carnations! Carnations! I'm looking for... carnations.
Oh, sure! But sadly those are freshly out of stock. If you'd like, I could...
Seeds! I meant carnation seeds. My mistake.
Oh, well that should be easy enough, Cat. Why don't you get some?
Okie dokes.
Oh, I love him. And hey, the carnation is my birth flower, which I literally just found out after watching this episode because, of course, I had to look them up and do a little bit of research on them. That's what I learned. I also learned that they're commonly representative of Mother's Day, primarily US and Canada, and different colour carnations are for different situations. You'd wear a red carnation if your mother was still alive, and a white carnation if she'd passed on. Just an interesting little detail I picked out. While Cattail's grabbing some seeds, Fern and Geode have a chat, and we learn that Geode is kinda new in town. He says he grew up here and moved back just a week ago. So if we connect some pieces here, we can probably safely say that we did see the house Geode grew up in during those clips in episode 1. Yes. Cattail returns with some seeds. Well, actually, way too many seeds. What are you doing, growing a whole garden? Geode picks up one pack and then asks what he does with them. And Fern explains in, well, simple terms, before mentioning there should be instructions on the packet. Geode then asks if he needs to take them out of the packet first. Oh boy. This one might need a little bit of extra assistance.
Have you not gardened before?
No. Or, I don't think so? I'm not sure.
You should probably take this. It's good for beginners.
Oh, thank you.
So, Master Gardener, what's the big plan?
I want to spruce up my house, and it'll give me something to do.
Well, it's definitely a good hobby to take up.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun hobby. I mean, minus all the waiting you'll have to do.
Well, I think I should buy this stuff too. Oh, and I'd like this too.
Of course! All in all, that comes out to $45.89.
Keep the change. You deserve it. You seem pretty nice.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh, I almost forgot. These are for you.
Oh, seashells!
Whoa, these are so cool!
You painted these yourself?
Yeah, I had fun, and I wanted to share that fun. I hope you like them. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, see you around.
Okay, now I love him even more. He seems like such a nice guy. But, when he said he hadn't gardened before, or couldn't remember if he had, that takes me back again to the frightened and traumatized little him from the last episode. Maybe the trauma of whatever happened led to some memory loss? That can happen if you suffer really bad trauma at a young age. Or at any age, I guess. He seems like a creative, craft-loving kind of guy, though. Those shells? Art. Maybe he's taken up lots of hobbies as a form of therapy? Sorry. Mikey diving into a million theories again. Let's just get back to the episode, and I'll put my thoughts to the side for now. Fern and Cattail have a chat about Geode, with Fern hoping he can figure out how to grow those carnations, and wondering where he got the shells from, since they're not close to the coast. Cattail shrugs it off, gets back to super important stuff. Go to buy some donuts, while Fern holds down the fort. Nothing more important than donuts. Things sure seem quiet in here now. Too quiet.
Ah!
Hello, I'm back.
God, holy jeez, Geode, are you trying to kill someone? Anyway, he's back to ask some questions, like what Fern's name is. After being formally introduced, this is where we find out that Geode is actually called Geode, he asks for advice on what flowers would pair well with his carnations. And after helping out with that, Fern gives him his number if he needs any more help. And with that, Geode sets out to leave. Again.
Oh, thank you for all your help, Fern. You're such a good boy.
Thanks. No problem.
Good boy is an interesting choice of words there. But honestly, I don't think Geode was trying to be weird about it. He just expresses himself in more of an awkward way. I love how he just kind of goes with the flow. Might not be the best at conversing with people, but he sure gives it his best shot, doesn't he? Also, there was a hint of a blush from Fern after that interaction, but I think I'd be exactly the same if someone said that to me. Actually, I blush getting any type of compliment, so that would definitely get me. Cattail returns with donuts, huzzah, and Fern tells her about Geode coming back, and how he gave him his number, with Cattail jokingly being jealous of Fern having a new friend. And then, Fern's phone rings. Is that Geode? Already?
Hello?
Hey, Fern.
Yeah. Are you calling back?
Yeah, you told me to.
What's up?
Well, I realized I have no idea what it is that I'm doing. I wanted to know, can you and your friend help me out tomorrow? At my house?
Assistance? Are you sure you want us?
Well, I don't know anyone else, and I I like you.
Well, I don't know. Give me a moment. Hey, the guy from earlier? He's asking us to help him at his house.
Seems a bit suspicious. Ask for money.
I can hear your friend. I can pay. It's like freelance work, right?
Oh, okay. I think we can come over tomorrow, if that works.
Of course. That works for me.
Well, alright. I'll get back to you soon.
Of course. Bye again.
A house call, eh? Listen, I'm still on the side of Geode being totally harmless, which Cattail also says when Fern asks what he should do. But it is a bit weird, I'll admit. But I just, honestly, this just already feels like it's just Geode being Geode. Cattail says Fern should go for it, and that Rose, their boss, wouldn't mind. So Fern plans to call Rose about it to check if it's okay. And as Cattail wanders off, worried about getting their kidneys removed, whatever they are, Fern looks at the seashell that Geode gave to him earlier and smiles. Aww, sweet. And that's where we end episode 2. Alright, let's hop straight into the most recent episode. Episode 3, Let the Good Times Roll. Yes, times is spelled T-H-Y-M-E-S. Okay, I haven't mentioned it. I have kind of mentioned it, but I do love the plant-based jokes in the titles. I am a sucker for puns. I also was going to mention this before we dived into the first episode, but I'll mention it definitely at this point. There's a couple of little adulty humor jokes in this show. Just a heads up, because I know sometimes it catches people off guard when that kind of stuff happens. Especially when something seems as kind of like cozy and laid back as this show is. So, just a fair warning, there's a couple of jokes in there that might raise an eyebrow. Not like in a horrible way, just in a kind of a, oh, maybe wasn't expecting that kind of a way. Just thought I'd give you that warning before we keep going. So, this episode starts with the bullies running into a back alley after being chased from the flower shop in the first episode. Geode also watches them dash past, which ties into him mentioning seeing people running away in the previous episode. After deciding they're safe from the terrifying cattail, I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with her, Water Bottle announces that he's bored and suggests going to smash some gnomes. Alright, I guess that's one thing you can do when you're bored, isn't it? Hard Candy has other plans, though. Like beating up Fern. Yeah, she hasn't let that idea go yet. Water Bottle suggests doing the usual dastardly trick of drawing on his face, but Hard Candy is so done with that.
Really, Water Bottle? Ugh, you're so soft on him.
What? Am not. If anything, I am so hard for on him.
Right. But seriously, can't we just rip off his leaves or something? I want to hear him squeal.
I don't know. Doesn't that seem a bit too far?
So harassing him and scribbling all over his face is fine, but anything I suggest isn't?
To be fair, your idea of getting back at him is dark. That, and you gotta chill out with the swear words.
Oh, you think so? Maybe you have a point. I don't give a flying fudgesicle!
Hey! Let's just drop it for now and, do something else.
Now you see why I mentioned there was a little bit more adulty humor? See, that's why I gave you the heads up. Also, now I get it! I had a sneaking suspicion in the first episode when Water Bottle tried to ensure Fern didn't get beaten up. But now I'm sure Water Bottle has a crush. And I did dive into the wiki for the show after getting through this episode, and it is mentioned that Water Bottle did date a boy back when he was younger, but his dad found out and forced him into the closet, which is terribly sad. But now I'm super invested in seeing where his story goes in this show. Anyway, Water Bottle being gay is sneakily referenced again when the group decides to head to a cafe to grab some food, and Air Freshener orders a pancake without anything on it.
Man, why do you get rid of everything? The fruit is the best part.
It's nice you're finally coming out. Owie!
Okay, I get it, alright? I wouldn't say I'm any kind of media literacy expert, but I can take a hint. Hard Candy then steers the conversation away from food and water bottles preferences and towards work, and mentions that she applied for a job somewhere but found out she'd been banned for life. Apparently, she's not the most reliable of employees, slashing customers' tyres if they don't leave a tip, and assaulting their bosses with bags of money. Loose change too, not folding notes. Ow. Water bottle has a suggestion though, which leads into a lot of wink inside joke humour.
You know, you could always try joining an object show. They're pretty desperate.
I don't think she'd have a chance. Why? Because I'm a mean character?
No, because most object shows nowadays get cancelled 3 episodes in.
Oh, right.
Oh, that one got me good. Especially the fourth wall break at the end. You gotta allow yourself those kind of jokes from time to time. Air Freshener then heads off, leaving the other three to do some lovely artwork in a nearby alleyway. I bet there's been less flattering pictures drawn of Fern. And who needs pictures when you have words like USB does? Oh, geez, look at this. USB, what are you doing? Hello there, I am a no good, up to trouble little fella. This is graffiti explaining why you are by far the lamest excuse of an object being. You suck so much, not even bread object Jesus thinks you were worth dying for his bread sins. I hope this message reaches you and you feel great shame. Lamau. Sincerely, USB. Please don't tell Mum. Look at his little face. He looks so proud of himself. I can't. Adorable little goofball. Get out of it. After nearly being caught mid-graffiti-ing, Hard Candy and Water Bottle go on a maybe partly justified rant about the town and the people who live and visit there.
Ugh, seriously, the old people of this town are all creeps, bozos, and most likely look at other people's feet.
I don't know about that. The tourists, though, are pretty annoying. They act like this town is authentic or cozy. It's like every other piece of crap town.
It's so gross, and they keep mistaking me for some stupid celebrity.
Oh my gosh, Bo! Can I get a picture of you?
I am literally purple! But other than that, tax evasion here is pretty easy, so it's not that bad.
Guys, how does it look now?
Oh, well, at least tax evasion is easy. And the boar inanimate insanity reference, beautifully done, along with USB's new graffiti. How does he do that? Well, either way, Water Bottle is not amused about USB showing off and declares he's bored again and wants to do something else. Well, what else do you want to do?
I don't know. Maybe we can stand around in the same place for 9 minutes and talk about nothing until something happens.
Ooh, that sounds fun! I love doing anything!
No, USB. He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, I knew that.
I swear, if these characters do much more nudge nudge wink winking at the audience, they're gonna have really sore elbows. And eyelids. It is super funny though. Hard Candy suggests visiting her friend who works at a nearby store so they can bug her and steal some booze. Such bad behavior. As they leave the alleyway though, they bump into a familiar face.
Watch it!
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We were just gonna go out and not commit any crimes.
Shut it, Brussels sprout!
Oh, how coincidental. Neither was I. I'm Geode.
We didn't ask, but okay.
Water bottle.
USB!
Hey, I recognize you. You were running out of the flower shop earlier. Why was that?
Oh, yeah, well...
Because the people in there are jerks and super mean, and they probably get off on eating babies or something.
What? That can't be possible. Fern was so nice.
Fern?
Oh, now you done it.
Oh man, that guy! He is like the worst.
Super duper lame.
And a huge jerk.
How so?
Seriously, Gramps? He's like a huge manipulator.
I clearly don't know him well enough, but I wouldn't believe in something like that. He's treating me very well. You must have done something to him if he's treating you like that.
Whatever. I don't need to hear this from some rando. If you like him so much, why don't you marry him?
Uh-huh, and just try to invite us. Because, we won't RSVP.
You tell him, B-boy.
Okay.
That's probably the most together and with it Geoda's been in a conversation. Perhaps his determination to defend Fern spurred him on. But also, considering his personality, he might be worried that Fern actually does eat babies now. Meanwhile, the gang get to the store and do indeed bug Hard Candy's friend, Mop.
I am upset. Get out right now.
Or else what? You're gonna vaguely post about us on your blog?
I might.
No, not the blog. Anything but that. Don't put me in the blog. Water Bottle tells her to calm down and that they just want some booze. And Mop recounts what happened the last time they came in for booze, leaving without paying and also destroying the slushy machine. Why do I get the feeling it was Hard Candy that did that? Hard Candy then starts up a seemingly heartfelt apology. But yeah, it was a distraction. Water Bottle secures booze in the meantime, and Hard Candy leaves a parting shot at that pesky slushy machine as they all scarper out of there. Poor slushy machine. And poor sign. It clearly says, "Poor's not to throw it." Outside, the three of them run into Badge. Is it possible that this police badge is a police officer?
Hey, Water Bottle, USB, Hard Candy, how are you kids going?
Hey, Badge,
We just robbed that 5-Eleven.
I'm starting to regret bringing you with us.
Robbery? Is that true?
What? No, of course not.
Yes, it is.
Snitch!
Seriously, you guys know better than that. Come on, give it a...
Wait. How about I give you something in return?
What do I look like? A dirty cop? Fine, what do you have?
Lightly used gum and a $20 bill.
Lucky for them, he's not beyond being bribed. He does mention that if they had money, they could have just bought the booze, though. But where's the fun in that, I guess? Air Freshener then picks them up, and we get to hear some of USB's favourite music.
Oh, this is the best part!
Okay, that's enough of that.
Hey, I was enjoying that. Chuck that mixtape my way, USB. I'll listen to it. The gang decides what to do next, with Water Bottle saying he has an idea. Ominous. Back at the flower shop, Fern and Cattail close up for the day and go their separate ways. Cattail through a creepy forest, and Fern down a dimly lit alleyway. The horror movie tropes are strong here. I'm sure Fern will make it back home safe and sound, though.
Hey, dumbass.
Not again. Wait, did you wait for me to finish work?
What? No! We got drunk until you finished work. So, we thought, Fern is a jackass this morning, so let's go beat him up. But not really beat him up, because that's me.
I don't have time for this.
Stay where you are, Brainiac. We're not done with you.
Of course you're not. By the way, have you happened to see Geode?
No. Why?
Well, he was worried that I was a manipulative loser who likes to eat babies. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, that Geode. Yeah, we don't know where he got that kind of information. You gotta work on having a cleaner image, dude.
I also made a mixtape.
Okay.
You guys, can we just go? This isn't worth our time.
I agree with him.
Ugh, quit defending him.
I'm not. I just want to go home.
Hey, air freshener. We good?
Yeah, I got nothing against you, Fern.
Will you stop being so neutral against him? Jeez.
I think you should listen to him.
And I think you should shut up!
Getting heated, big guy? I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna leave. Whoa!
We're gonna teach you a lesson, loser.
Waterball again walking back the threats to beat Fern up, explicitly saying they wouldn't do that because it's mean. So we're back to drawing on his face. He gets home and Aloe asks how his day went. Oh, I think you know how it went. Aloe asks Fern if they should maybe go and tell someone about the harassment, but Fern says it's fine and he'll figure it out. What a trooper, as long as it doesn't get any worse than the drawing on the face. Later, as they're both chilling on the couch eating some sandwiches, Aloe fills Fern in on how her day went. Badly. The answer is badly. And then asks if anything made Fern's day worse, other than the obvious.
Well, not worse, but interesting. Basically, this guy, he's a geode, and like, he just seems off.
Off how?
Just like, he looked like he was very tired and was always staring. He was nice, but really awkward. He stood there for a solid minute just to remember what he needed to buy. Also, he called me a good boy?
What? Got an admirer on you or something?
Nah, not like that. Again, he just seemed awkward. So I ended up giving him my number.
What?
He just wants help with his garden. Nothing exciting.
So you gave some weirdo your number and are gonna go help at his house. It was nice knowing you, Fern. Truly, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, come on! He's harmless. And we're getting paid for it, so I'm down.
Okay, Geode has been described as harmless way too many times by this point. It's either just to really try and reassure us that he really is, or that there's something else going on here. My theory is that while Fern is helping him out, he'll find out more about Geode and his past, and a bigger story will build from that. I'm not putting any stock in Geode being some kind of monster. Nope. It's not happening. Aloe then heads to bed, and we cut to Air Freshener dropping water bottle off at home. But he doesn't let him leave before calling him out for his behavior.
I think you all went too far.
Really? Why didn't you stop us then? That just makes you just as bad, if not worse.
Because I'm your friend, Water Bottle, and if you were my friend, you would listen to me sometimes.
He deserves it, you know? He doesn't get to be full of himself around us. You know what? He just takes it. Who cares how he feels? Quit giving me that look.
He reminds me of Peach, to be honest.
Of course you see him that way.
Don't you ever miss him?
What? No! Why would I? I don't care about him.
Alright.
Same time tomorrow?
Oh? Who's Peach? Probably, presumably, it's who Water Bottle was in that relationship with when he was younger. And Air Freshener saying Fern reminded him of Peach, then also hints at why Water Bottle wants to hang around him so much. But because of his homophobic dad, he acts out instead of saying what he really wants to. Oh, way to make me feel sad. As Water Bottle heads into his house, we have one more cut to Fern in bed, wrapping up a text chat with Cattail before turning in for the night. And that's it for this episode, and that's it for the show so far. Oh, you know, I really do love everything about this show. It's nice to have another kind of comedy, drama, slice of life show in the OSC. Don't get me wrong, I do love competition shows, and the other two shows we talked about today so far, I really did enjoy them, like genuinely enjoyed them. But like, it's so wonderful to have variety, you know. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how everyone's stories in this show turn out. Like, awesome work, paptrisha. Everyone who works on this show, absolutely delightful. I had a really, really fun time watching it. And I'm tearing up just thinking about the characters because I love them all so much. Oh my gosh. I get way too invested. I better move on before I need to get a tissue. And move on we shall to TDOliver and 22ndly Object Show Season 4, For Real, Episode 7, which is called Cake or Fake. Now, I know this is only a 20-second, literally 20-second episode. This one is actually bang on 20 seconds. Sometimes you feed into 21-second territory. This is 20 on the dot. I will say spoilers. I know it seems daft. It does, but I'm sticking to my guns on this. Anything I talk about that people have not seen yet, regardless if it's 20 seconds or 20 minutes or an hour, I will give a spoiler warning. So if you haven't watched this episode yet and you're planning to, you can skip to the next chapter. But if you have seen it, it takes like 20 seconds. You could do it while I'm doing the spoiler warning. You could come back after I'm finished doing the spoiler warning. It should be done. You should have watched it already. All right, let's get into it. Another quickfire 20-secondly Object Show episode for us to go through. All right. No messing around. Who's out? What's the challenge?
Emerald, you're eliminated. Your challenge is to bake a cake.
All right, I love cake. Also, wow, Emerald pretty convincingly out, huh? Sheesh. I'll get you next time, Red Button, even though you got the least votes last time. All right, I'm excited to see who the guest host's going to be in this one too. And it's Rosen from OSC Variety, previously known as Inanimate Improv. Cool. Hope you're ready to eat some delicious cakes.
This was bad. 2 out of 10. Hey, this is a pretty good cake. 9 out of 10. What? This is just glass. 0 out of 10.
Okay, maybe only one delicious cake. Closety, what the heck was that? Delicious shard of glass. Tasty. Alright. So these two goofballs are up for elimination. And you know what? I know I literally just said, I'll get you next time, Red Button. I switched to Closety this time. You know? At least Red Button actually made a cake. Even if it was a bad one. And that's it. Animation, this one was done by Radako. Good job on it too. Was very smooth. And honestly, Rosen's little flourish and bounce as she introduced herself was adorable.
Hello, I'm Rosen.
Another fun episode in the bag. And we're closing in on Season 4 of 22ndly Object Show. Wrapping up as well, huh? Wonder who's going to make it to the final two. Guess we'll find out soon enough. We also got another objective teaser image from that guy Grapey. Episode 2 will be interesting. Yeah. So that is clearly the exterior of the restaurant/cafe image we saw last time around. Okay, all right. Also, we are also, how many times can I say also, getting some special guests making an appearance. Special guests? I love special guests. They're my favourite. I wonder who it could possibly be. I'm excited to find that out too. All right. Thanks for the update, Grapey. All right, and that is everything for this episode of Object Show Roundup. Definitely went through a few things, watched a few things, new things this week. So it's good. I am trying to get through things I've been recommended. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with stuff as it's coming out as well. Like I say, Orc 3 is out. I'm going to have to watch that and see how that goes and then go through that. There's some other things coming out the next couple of weeks as well. The Inanimate Insanity Season 4 new episode, two new Season 1 remastered episodes as well with that theatre event they're doing. So that's going to be a whole bunch of stuff to go over. We got Battle For A Hotdog coming out in April. It's also the plan for Battle For Nation at Fame episode 3 is planned for sometime next month as well. So there's plenty to be watching. Oh, Problems and Solutions as well, because we got the teaser. So yeah. Oh, and Love of the Sun as well, because we got that. Yeah, we all this stuff is trundling towards us, and it's time for the 10. It's going to be a busy old time, but I am still going to do my best to keep up with everything I have on my list now, and also add some new stuff to the docket. But there's only so much I can do. I know I say this a lot, but there is only so many hours in the day and so much time I have. outside of my full-time job that I do. So I will get to what I can and do what I can. Object Show Spotlight as well. I want to make sure I do try and rattle through so I can at least get that show that I've been making notes on done, so I could at least be up to date with that one as well. And then I've got to dive back into my list and decide what I'm going to do for the Spotlight after this one. But we'll get there. I'll find the time somehow, somewhere, somewhen. I will. I always do. Sometimes I feel like I put too much on my plate, but then I do manage to squeeze through everything in the end. But if things ever do get a bit too much, I'll definitely reel back a little bit. But for now, I'm just about managing. All right. That's it for now. So thank you everyone for being here. Whether you watch just 5 seconds of the video, just the sections you're interested in, or the whole thing, I appreciate all the time you spend here, regardless of how short or long it is. Keep watching object shows, keep discovering new object shows, and keep making object shows. Love and appreciate all you. Take care of yourselves. Have yourselves an awesome one. And I will see you in the next episode, whenever it happens to be. Could be a midweek one. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll see you next weekend. Toodaloo!